somewhat eligible technology, please visit their desk table and have an additional face-to-face deep discussion for practical implementation. Anyway, I will start my presentation. My presentation like this. Target sectors very shortly and eligible technologies, industry, commercial, and buildings, appliances, and very shortly expected energy conservation potential and benefit for end users. The target sectors, please check below part. As Mr. Zobel mentioned, in Bangladesh, as primary energy basis, around half energy is consumed in industry sector. And this is a first priority target. We are saying component 1, including large buildings. And second target, same in Mr. Zobel's presentation, residential, 30% in primary energy basis. Second largest, we say this is component 3. And finally, building, now 5%, but increasing rapidly. We are saying this building sector, component 2. And the condition to select eligible technologies, we are considering like this. Industry is first priority. And within industries, largest exporter is textile and garment. And common consensus, number 1, bottom part, waste heat recovery technology is convincing to save energy. And for when we addressing electricity, inverter technology is convincing. And finally, high efficiency technology, we say high efficient COP, coefficient of performance. These 1, 2, 3 is a basis of our selection. And from now on, starting component 1, industry and commercial, major draft criteria I'll explain. Number 1, chemical fertilizer, heat exchanger, replacement, or ring spinning frames with permanent magnetic motor, or automatic winder with balloon control, or air jet spinning machine. Technology for reducing both air consumption and air pressure. Finally, electricity consumption, or warper and sizer with inverter control. And unfortunately, today's time is limited. In this room, 2 eligible manufacturers are here for high efficient room. Toyota industry person is there? Is there? If there are Toyota person, please come. And if you are interested in Toyota machine, please visit this afternoon to him. And next, another eligible manufacturer, Tsudakoma. Oh, and please check him. If you are interested in Tsudakoma machine, please visit his corner this afternoon. Next, please. Next, continuing textile and garment. Also, sewing machine is very useful to save energy. Sewing machine driven by direct connected motor. Main driving motor type is to be a servo motor. And also, today's time is limited. No presentation for eligible manufacturers. Today, 2 eligible manufacturers are here in this room. Firstly, and brother person is here. Please stand up. And if you are interested in brother machine, sewing machine, please visit their corner. And also inviting Juki. Is there Juki person? Oh, if you are interested in Juki sewing machine, please visit their corner this afternoon. And next, Center controlled by inverter, whose air volume and width of nozzle are adjustable. And also heat exchanger machines are the target of our law. Next, glass. Glass industries, combustion control of glass melting furnace, controlled by air ratio, and cement and clinker grinding, vertical roller grinding mill for cement, clinker, and slag, a mill to be equipped with main rollers for grinding materials and sub-rollers for stabilizing materials, having delivery record of mill with power consumption of less than 29 kWh per ton, production ton, 4 mill separator fan total consumption at 3,300 square centimeter per gauge. Ordinary Portland cement basis, a little bit too long, but long life, to keep long life, this is needed. And next, vertical roller grinding mill for pre-grinding, having delivery record of mill facility with power consumption of less than 33 at 3,300 square centimeter per gauge basis. Next, iron and steel. Induction furnace is a target. Combustion control unit by air ratio. And next, in Bangladesh, food industry consumes a lot of energy. Food and beverages. Screw compressor refrigeration unit. Screw compressor with motor whose capacity is equal to over 10 kg, including chiller, condensing unit, and cold storage capital machinery. Capital machinery is related machines, insulation panel, cooling tower, control panel, pumps, and pressure using recovering waste heat, whose total rated thermal efficiency is more than 60%. Maximum capacity size 10 megawatt. And as for gas turbine cogeneration trigeneration, whose rated capacity efficiency is over 80%. Size is below 10 megawatt. And also, waste heat recovery technology in general. One through steam boiler and another waste heat recovery system is a target of our law. Next, please. This is one image of cogeneration. Next, please. And sorry, time is very limited. I'm hurrying out my explanation. And this is a component to building sector. As Mr. Zobel explained, SREDA has a plan to formulate green building rating program, but it takes time. Before that, tentatively, we set up this as a law criteria. Heat reflective glass, low E pair glass, or solar reflective glass. Solar heat reflective ratio is over 50. Elevator with permanent magnetic motor and using LED lighting. BEMS, Building Energy Management System, which visualize a real-time energy consumption and control energy consumption. Others is very important. Equipment listed in component 1 common and component 3. Later on I'll explain. Also, the target of building component. Next, please. And finally, our target for residential. As also, this is also Mr. Zobel explained. SREDA has a plan to formulate, now on the way, energy efficiency labeling system. In this context, collaboration with this labeling system, our tentative target is like this.
And this session will be conducted by Mr. Sitik Zubair.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. So now floor is open for question and answer. And if you have any comments, that can also be entertained. Please, if anybody have any question, please raise your hand. Yes, please. That are listed. So when you ask any questions, if you kindly mention that to whom you are raising this question, that will be fantastic.
Hello. Excuse me. I'm Ashik from Ethics Industries. I am referring to the lecture given by Mr. Zubair. You mentioned that there is a grace period of 2 to 3 years for the loans that you will provide. The principal loan that will not be able to pay the interest. My question is the 2 to 3 years completely a standard rate, or can it be flexible with the project that we are providing?
Thank you. I think this is Mr. Nazmul will take this answer.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Nazmul. My apologies.
Thank you for the question. Yes, when I say 2 to 3 years, it's the cap. 3 years will be the cap, maximum grace period. That does not mean any project will be eligible for 3 years. It will depend on the specific project stage.
Okay, so the amount, the funding of the project in itself will decide if it's 2 to 3 years, and the cap is only 3 years.
Usually, it's only the construction period where the grace period is provided. That's the usual. Sometimes a little bit of buffer is provided in case the market takes a little more time to develop.
I think you got your answer. Please, please.
Thank you. I am from Pranalika Group. I don't know we are using power, but we don't know we are using power in efficient way or either non-efficient way. We want, may we have support from SREDA or JICA for energy efficient audit, technological support and equipment support.
Thank you. At this moment, we don't have any SREDA certified energy auditors in the country. We are in the process of starting this program, but there are a good number of certified energy auditors are already exist in Bangladesh. You can contact with them, or you can contact with us, to whom we can refer you. And if you engage them, they will conduct the energy auditing. And if you find that after the audit program that where you can save the energy, if those are the equipment that listed here, you can get access to this loan also. Thank you. Yes, please.
My question is to Najmul. Actually, what is the present situation? Do you have any application, or and if not, why? And if you got the application, actually, what is your experience? People actually aware of it, and what are the struggles in the way?
Okay. In terms of timing, this seminar is an awareness. This basically we are prepping the market beforehand, so that because investment decision takes time. However, in terms of the need for energy efficiency, it's already happening. You see, particularly in the garment sector, if you look at nowadays, a lot of energy efficient equipment are being used automatically, irrespective of available financing or not, particularly due to the compliance of the buyers. It's already happening. So a lot of, if you look at the expansion, all are doing with Japanese machines which are eligible for loan, but they're taking commercial loan. It's already happening. Our objective is to expedite the process. It's already happening. We are also getting loan applications from various kinds. But as of now, as I mentioned, our focus is mainly energy efficient fleet. So far, not much of industrial efficiency, which has just started. So we are hoping, since it's already happening with conventional financing, with concessional financing, the process will just, the pace will be just more.
Thank you very much. This is Zubair from Heavens Group. I'm having two questions. First question I would like to Mr. Nazmul, that yes, you already have mentioned 1 year time of your achieving all of these things. Yes, already you have told that 2 to 3 months already you will be taking for this disbursements of these loans. But normally, as you know, the manufacturer or industrialist, they have just come with the end, and they would like to be these kinds of benefits or these kinds of supports as soon as possible? Can't you make it little reduce them? Can't you reduce the time schedule so that the users or the industrialists, they can be feeling more happier and will be more willing to get these kinds of opportunities? And another question I'm having to our Honorable Sir, Mr. Siti Zodar Sir. Sir, as we are talking about energy efficiency and everything and all, but so far we know that non-energy efficient and non-efficient products are available also is entering to the market, and which is getting a very big market size of all over the countries, and that could be a great threat for these kinds of projects. So is there any planning from SREDA to protect these kinds of inferior products to enter in the markets? Thank you.
Let me answer you. Of course, objective is always to reduce it as much as possible. 2 to 3 months is what we are expecting to start with. As you see that there are a number of approval processes. Of course, LOC from SREDA is also required. So there are a number of approval processes. Down the line, if things become more standardized, we can get repeated requests for the same type of equipment, which is just natural to happen. I hope that this can be used further.
Thank you. For second question, that there are a good number of inefficient products are already in the market, and if we compare it with the cost, then those are more attractive to the consumer. That's true. That is the situation at this moment. That's why you see that in this financing program, we keep the interest rate within 4%. Why this 4%? I will already explain that this 4% is to make the energy efficient product competitive with the regular products, that is the inefficient products. Because the price difference we calculated, we collect the data from the market and something like this. But apart from this, yes, we have the program to, but before that we have to standardize the different products. Like the LED bulb, we need to be standardized first. We need to set up the testing facilities in the country to ensure the compliance. Then we will go for implementation. So we are in the process of that, not only for LED bulbs, but for other appliances also, like the fan, air conditioner, motors, ballast, and others. So we are in the process of that, but I think that the regulatory framework will be in place by June of this year, but to develop the testing facilities, the operational program, operation activities, those will take at least a year, that is by the December of this year.
Thank you, sir. One gentleman raised the hand from here.
I am Naufal Hassan here, and I work in a manufacturing company, and this is a manufacturing company. That's why we have our 3-year set of machineries, equipment, and all those things. If we would like to invest further, then we can go for European products. But what about our old products, which were what is already in place? So, in this regard, the SREDA personnel think about this matter. If they form a audit firm to bring the industries or any other like homes, so those who are already using the old traditional equipment and appliances, what about those?
I think I got your question. That means that you have already the machineries. If you go to replace it by an efficient one, what will be with the old one? That's why I said that during the energy or new machineries, which is energy efficient, what will be the payback period? That is the most important thing for the industry. That if I will get it back from the benefit. So if it is reasonable to you, might be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it depends upon the life of that machineries. If you find that this is a reasonable time, then you, of course, we hope that industry will go to replace it immediately. If it is not very attractive to him, then he might wait for 1 or 2 years. then okay, fine. Let's use it for further 2 years and then I will replace it. It will be up to the industry owners. But if it is come under the mandatory provision, then you have to do it. Because it is not only the question of the profitability, but also the question of the energy security.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Aziz will be the last. He was the last, but since you are already involved with this kind of activities, so I will allow you last. Please.
Thank you, sir. My question to Mr. Sadiq Zubair, sir. Do you have any? I'm Freddos and I'm working for Levas Textile Limited. And my question is, do you have any scale or any survey thing that can we follow for energy efficiency for our factory?
There are quite a good number of survey already conducted through the different programs. I'm not very sure that what category of industry you have. What category of industry it is? What do you manufacture?
Garments.
So garments and textile, we have the energy auditing. So if you contact with us, this is the in general. But to take energy efficient measures for any particular industries, then you need to energy auditing in your premises. So that through energy auditing you can identify what are the different potential areas from where you can save the energy. So if you are interested, then we can make available the energy auditors. You can contact with them and they will contact the energy auditor. So please.
My name is Adistan. I represent the Government Secretary. Recently, this is one of the largest garments industry under Shamil, where I am working. Recently, we have initiated to make a survey within the group to identify how many megawatts or kilowatts motors we have in the farms, various type of farms. It is more than 3,000 kilowatts. If we take a considerable number, the more than 11 kilowatt capacity each of the motors, we have altogether more than 3,000 kilowatts. I attempted to improve the environments in the Mitsubishi government. Our import department, they said that we have to count 38% of taxes and duties probably, because it is not considered within the capital residence. So what SREDA actually is doing, that if we import those highly efficient inverters or other machines, we have to revisit the taxes and duties with the NPR so that the people can get the benefit with a concessionary rate if we really think to encourage the people in this particular sector. Thank you.
Thank you. This is one of the major responsibility of the SREDA to facilitate the energy efficiency activities in the country. And these particular issues, that means the fiscal incentive to be in place, making it to be in place, is one of the primary responsibility of the SREDA. So I will encourage all the industry owners like Hamid Group that if you have any kind of proposal, please submit it to the SREDA by the 15th of the February, so that we are planning that we will send a due letter from our minister to the Honorable Finance Minister to consider during the next budget. You perhaps are aware that there are few issues already we initiated last year and a year back also, and those are, some of them are duly entertained by the National Board of Revenue, and they reduce the duties and taxes. But we believe that, we firmly believe that energy efficiency has carried the maximum benefit for the country, not in respect of the reduction of uses of energy, but it will also enhance the market competitiveness for the industry themselves. And it has a good contribution to our GDP growth also. So that's why we are in the process of arguing all this issue with the Minister of Finance. But we have to send our proposal by February, because by then they already will be finalized the next budget. So I will request all of you that if you have any kind of proposal, please specify, and when we will submit the proposal to the SREDA, please submit it with the HS code, if it is particularly related with the machineries. HS code, the existing tax burden separately, the custom duty, supplementary duty, AIT, ATB, VAT, everything, and what is your proposal. So please don't make everything zero, because make it reasonable. So that otherwise if everybody make it zero, then Finance Ministry thought that, oh, they need all kinds of benefit. This is like the businessman. We don't want to be we like to be rational. That to make you competitive, how much benefit you need, not everything. So if you submit it by the 15th of February to the SREDA, we will send it this proposal, and we will argue in favor of you to the Ministry of Finance.
Do you have any format for that proposal, or is
I don't have any format. I already mentioned that you mentioned the HS code.